Hey everyone, this is Ty and welcome to the channel. So this morning I'm at White Lightning Harley Davidson, and the reason is the service department is going to install a new set of handlebars for me, some KST handlebars. I've always had great experience with KST. Looking forward to this change. I'll explain it all in full detail. Stick around. So yesterday I was able to ride the bike home, purposely took the long way home to try to formulate some of my thoughts and opinions about these new KST handlebars. I recently purchased this 2023 Road Glide Special in the 120th anniversary edition, and I had the dealership put on the Harley-Davidson fused bars. Well, after about 1,800, 1,900 miles, I just couldn't do it anymore. It caused me so much shoulder pain. I just couldn't ride the bike like that any longer. And so because of that discomfort and pain, I knew it was time to move on to another product. And KST handlebars was on the forefront of my mind because I had those type of handlebars on my previous 2 street glides. So I reached out to KST. They were kind enough to ship the bars in, got it scheduled with White Lightning. They are now installed on the bike. And what do I think? Here's what I think. These bars are absolutely perfect. They really are. They are the perfect height for me. I am sure I've mentioned this at this point, but shoulder pain is gone and non-existent. I am super comfortable on this motorcycle now. And I was really getting kind of worried and discouraged about it a little bit because I thought, am I ever going to be able to find something that's going to make this motorcycle comfortable? And I am so glad that I have discovered that with these KST bars. Well, when I first put my hands on the handlebars here, one of the things I can tell right from the start is that shoulder pain is almost gone just because my arms are not up so high. So the previous bars that I had on here, they had to have been 14s or so. So my hands felt like they were way up high. Then on top of that, they were kind of spread out a little bit. So there was always this tension in your shoulders right up through here. As soon as I put my hands on these bars, that is gone. It's actually a very comfortable level for me. My arms feel like they're level instead of really being elevated a whole lot. So my arms are level, they're comfortable, and all in all, it's just a really good seating posture for me. So it's obvious these are KST handlebars, but what type of KST handlebars? These are the Pioneer handlebars, and I think they are for baggers for road glides, specifically for 2015 to current. That might be 2018 to current. I need to check the website. Anyway, I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can check it out if you're interested. The color is obviously glossy black if you haven't figured that out yet. You can also get them in chrome. And on KST's website, if this particular look isn't your thing, I wouldn't really worry about it, man. They've got a ton of other options for you. You can get these in, I think, 10s, 12s, and 14s. And it's probably that way with the vast majority of the others. So I would just encourage you, if you're interested in a product like this, check out their website, see what they have to offer. Another thing that I like very much about the KST handlebars, with these, they're completely and totally customizable. I mean, if the situation called for it, you could even move one of these bars independently of the other. I'm not saying you would ever need to do that. I'm just saying the possibility does exist. But you can really customize this setup with KST, get it dialed in to your exact specifications and what makes you comfortable. And I love that because with a lot of the other one-piece handlebar setups, you don't get that. There might be a little modification, a few adjustments, but nothing like this setup here, which is one of the reasons I just thought it was a no-brainer to go with KST on this. And man, I'm really glad I did. So how much are the handlebars? Or what my daughter likes to say to me, hey Dad, how much that set you back? So these handlebars are $385 on the KST website. Now, full disclosure, KST did send these to me free of charge, and I very much appreciate it. So the real question is, if KST didn't send these to me for free, would I spend my very own money for these bars? And I have to be completely honest with you guys. I'm always trying to be honest with my audience and tell you 100%. Yes, I would most definitely spend my money on these bars, and I have in the past, and I think I've mentioned that in the video as well. So I would spend my money on KST. So what about the installation of the handlebars? How difficult was it, or how easy was it? Well, if you know anything about me, you know that I don't really have the expertise to do something like that myself, which is why I needed to rely on White Lightning Harley-Davidson, their service department, and they did an outstanding job, as always. But what they were telling me is, because of the three-piece design of the handlebars, it's not all just one piece, it's separate pieces. It makes it a lot easier to run the wiring and all the cabling and everything else through. And because of that, it saved me a ton of money on labor, because the guy was done in no time at all. It got done really quick, and I was happy about that. So if you're anything like me, just know, if you went with something like this, if you had to have somebody else to do it, labor shouldn't be that much. It shouldn't take that long. Maybe in the long run, save you a couple of bucks. So what are my final thoughts and my first impressions of these handlebars by KST? That's like anything else we use, any other product we use. Time will definitely tell if these are perfect for me, and I'm going to stick with them for the long run. But I'll say this, if it's anything like my previous two street glides and the KST handlebars that I had put on there, I kept them for the life of the motorcycle, and I really have no reason to believe the same isn't going to be true right here. To be perfectly honest with you, having these handlebars on here really makes me want to book a state-to-state motorcycle trip and then come back and give you guys my full road-tested review, which is exactly what I'll do. So maybe in another 60 days, we're going to revisit this topic. I'm going to give you guys, again, my thoughts about these KST handlebars once I get some miles on them, see if my opinion's still the same. Well, thank you guys very much for joining me today. I certainly appreciate your time. Just like everything else on this channel, I always try to be honest with you guys and provide transparency when it comes to reviews like this, just so you'll know exactly what I'm thinking if you decide to invest in a product like this. Please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if you've had any interaction with KST, or what are your preferred handlebar choices. I'd like to be able to hear about that. Well, thank you guys very much again. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you again soon.